In today's video, I am going to be breaking down Kobe Bryant's last 3 minutes on the basketball court in the NBA. He was obviously one of the greatest basketball players of all time, and this video actually might bring a little bit of a tear to your eye. So let's get down and let's check out Kobe Bryant and one of the greatest games that was ever played. So with 3 minutes left, what we see is that the Lakers were down 84-94. Kobe Bryant then turned on basically Mamba mode and became one of the greatest players and finished one of the greatest games of all time. What we seen was an absolute masterful basically exhibition of amazing basketball, being one of the greatest players of all time. So this play right here starts off with Kobe Bryant basically sizing up his man, seeing what he's going to do. He then attacks and of course gets cut off by a very good defender. He then spins off and then again starts to post up his man. Here we see him looking over his shoulder, looking at the defense, seeing what the defense is doing. Is the defense going to trap him? And of course, knowing that this player was here. He then quickly turns as soon as he sees this player leave his position to try and recover back to his man. Kobe Bryant then attacks baseline. We have to remember, Kobe Bryant was, of course, Mamba. As soon as you make a mistake, he's going to capitalize. And when he turned, there was nothing his main defender could do. He then did a quick jump stop to basically show the referee that this is his land. He also did that jump stop to be able to cut off his man. As we can see here, he's able to push off that right foot, really angle his body into the defender using his elbow to be able to get in front, get position, and then he goes up for that fake shot. That shot fake was very important because that made that secondary help side defender to get into the air. Kobe Bryant then continued through and he was able to finish with a reverse. This is something that you can do as well, of course, if you want to play like Kobe Bryant. Now, Kobe Bryant was very good at sizing up his man, really good at getting his defender down onto his heels. He was also very, very good at being able to get to his spots. He was able to get to his spot. This was one of his main spots on the court. Between the high post as well as the free throw line, that was his spot. He was able to get to that spot in this video, and then he was able to see that that was the top foot. So he spun off and he was able to attack the basket using that top foot. He then got and dipped his shoulders below the defender's shoulders and he was able to attack that rim, getting position, getting past that player by getting lower than him. Generally, when you're lower, you're going to be a much faster player. From there, he was able to then finish with a kind of an easy layup. Of course, he did miss, but he did get fouled. He was then able to, of course, hit those free throw shots, and that then brought that score to be within 8 points. In the next possession, he was able to use a screen to be able to get himself a mismatch, because that's what they do in the NBA. If you have a player, of course, that you would prefer not to score against, you can have a player set up a screen with a much weaker defender. From there, Kobe Bryant's able to then, of course, attack that rim using a veer-style step, using that backboard, knowing how to use that backboard. Remember, when you're in the gym alone, just play around. Try to find areas of the backboard to hit and see if you can score on different areas, because when you're going up against a defender who may be taller than you, may be stronger than you, you can then, of course, limit your chance of getting blocked. And here he does make that shot. That then brings that score to within 8, and GG is going crazy. Now Kobe Bryant has again yet another defender, and here they're setting up a screen, and of course Kobe Bryant notices that hedging player just decided, well, I'm going to try and blitz Kobe Bryant, which is usually a mistake. And Kobe Bryant sees that and splits that screen. He then collects all 3 defenders, and from there he's able to pull up because he knows that he's not going to be able to score on 3 defenders at the rim. He's getting kind of old, and generally speaking, a mid-range shot is a much better option anyways than going in for a contested layup or dunk. I still remember one of the videos that I seen with Kobe Bryant talking about Pascal Siakam, and he said that Pascal Siakam, if he could figure out how to become consistent from the high post, as we see in this video or this clip here with Kobe Bryant, then Pascal Siakam could be a very deadly player. We have to remember that you don't have to just shoot three-point shots in games. You don't have to always attack the rim. We forget these days about that mid-range area, and if you could hit those shots, you could be also a very deadly player as well. Now, one thing that I really do want to point out is, of course, that quick hesitation with the shoulders where he straightens up. That usually gets the defenders down onto their heels, and then here he pushes off his right foot slightly out for a three-point shot. Now, something really quickly I want to point out is the fact that if you're a right-handed player, you should be very good at going towards your left side, because by going towards your left side, you can get that shot off much faster because your right side is already in line with the rim. And this was a very iconic shot as well, and that itself then brought that 10-point game into a 1-point game with 59 seconds left. Of course, everyone was going crazy. And of course, now we were 37 seconds left in the game. Kobe Bryant's bringing that ball up the court. And I can almost guarantee you, if I was this guy right here, I would not want to be sitting there. I would not be wanting to stand there. Kobe Bryant's going to score. And if you are the type of player who is very good, very strong-minded, you're dribbling that ball up the court, you have that much time left with 1 point, you need to have the mindset of, this is my game, I'm going to win this game. There is nothing this man can do to be able to allow me to score that winning basket. I'm the man, I'm going to do it. So here we have a screen, and luckily for him, he gets screened so that he doesn't have to deal with Kobe, but at the same time, he was able to fight through that screen, and he was able to stick with Kobe for at least the first screen. Kobe Bryant then attacked that high post area, and of course the hedging defender did not play very great defense. And I'll tell you right now, I probably wouldn't be either, because Kobe Bryant's going to be just splashing it in your face every single time. Now, that did give Kobe Bryant 58 points in his last game at this point in time, and they did have the lead. However, at this point in time, GG's going crazy, and there's 16 seconds left on the clock. Now, Kobe Bryant needs to ice this game. If he misses this shot, then at this point in time, there is going to be an easy basket on the other end, potentially, and of course, the other team fouls him. Now, there was nothing left on the shot clock, but if you're always in attack mode trying to get to the basket, whether they're trying to foul you or not, you are going to be able to get that foul called. And because of that, he's at the basket, and he's able to ice this game. He's able to ice the last 2 free throws, which gave him 60 points in the game. And this was absolutely fantastic to see. Now, this could have been an emotional video for you. However, keep in mind that we can use a lot of Kobe Bryant's games in our games no matter what position we play. Whether we're a center, a small forward, a power forward, a shooting guard, or a point guard. We can all use Kobe Bryant's moves, skills, and footwork in our game. I hope that this video has helped you. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.